what happened was I woke up and I thought it was 3 p.m., like 3 in the afternoon. I thought, God dang, I just slept the whole day away. I was kind of upset with myself. I'm sitting there thinking, "Oh, it can't be 3 in the morning. Both my cats are bothering me." And I forgot every 10 o'clock in the evening, I feed my cats. Because that's when I usually get up in the weekday, and that's when they get fed. Yeah. Now my cat Bobby is playing around. Yes, I hear you. So I'm up a little bit on the early late side. 3 a.m. Oh, it's almost 4. It's 3. It's almost 4 in the morning. It's 3:44. I'm like, wow. My clock is running fast. I should fix it. So I just figured I'd just go on and say hi to all my peeps out here who's all doing, you know. I'm seeing if my boyfriend will check on me, but apparently my boyfriend isn't texting me. I'm like, God, are you okay? Jeez. My ends, mainly, I got to get my ends cut. I noticed the difference because I'm not using any electricity or trying to heat or cool the space that I'm staying in because it's already being cooled. Living in the RV meant extra, and it didn't bother me when there wasn't any air conditioning. Now that this space is being cooled, I'm paying for it. Might as well utilize it, you know. My cat's trying to play with Bombay, and he seems to be pretty quick in his being an older guy, an older cat. He's really big. I really enjoy having another cat. He has my cat. Having another cat means my cat has a friend to play with, so I like that. So I was talking a long, long time ago with this other guy. He was in California. I was like, I never get to, yeah, never heard from him. I was just like, "Eh, okay." It's been over uh, a long time. Oh my God. So anyway, yeah. Oh, hi, how are you? I was just let's smoke some weed and, oh, see, they're gone again. Oh gosh. Yeah, I've been worried about my boyfriend. He hasn't texted me or anything. I'm like, oh well, I hope he's okay. Yeah, I'm just cold. Smoking weed causes me to be cold. So anyway, yeah, smoking weed causes me to be cold. I've been worried about Brandon. He's such a sweetie. He hasn't texted me or anything. He's ghosting me. I feel ghosted. I feel ghosted. Yeah, I don't know if I can, you know, it's like, God dang. Yeah, hi, how are you? I'm up and I got up and I usually work midnight, so when I have a long weekend or whatever, it's like one of those things. Put a thumbs up, it helps with the algorithm. I am Omega and I usually talk about Trump and things about that and I give advice. Right now, let's see what, oh, I'll drink some. Oh, I'm almost done with my electric orange. There we go. Some electric orange. And here's to everybody. So I've been brushing my hair. Kind of makes me wonder why, you know. You know, he's not contacting me. Is he around other women? Yeah, I got a lot of hair. So I didn't talk about my wake, bake, and meditate, and I have that book here. Wake, bake, and meditate. I've been meditating. In fact, before I got on here, I did a meditation with Michael for my house, my space, you know, and it's like it's not even a half an hour video, and it's amazing. I love to meditate, and this is a good book. It doesn't bullshit with you, doesn't tell you stuff that you might want to know. It's pretty much, you know, what I call down to earth. So wake, bake, and meditate with Carrie Connor. So, yeah. I hear you. Well, come over here, Bobby. Yeah, come here. See, told you to come. Cats do come when they're called. Yes, baby. Oh, lick my lens. Oh, he's licking my hand. Okay. No, no, it's not. Eat my hands. Lick. Dang cat. Put a thumbs up, and I'm up. I got up and I figure this is the an extra day off, Labor Day, or what does it call it? Farting day, you know. I don't know all the holidays. Well, we're all excited to have the day off. Everybody is excited. Of course, we, uh, I still remember the reason why I'm laughing. Oh, please put a thumbs up because it helps with the algorithm, and subscribe. I had a person who was pretending to be a celebrity at work, and she really hated me because I'm heterosexual, and she went to bed with everything. Well, anyway, she pretended to be uh what was it? He played in Bill and Ted. I'm so sorry. I get when I smoke weed, I forget people's names. That's why I probably, it's better when you want to learn not to do the weed while you're learning bookwork. But I'm not. He played in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He's known as Hollywood's nicest celebrity. And she was pretending to be him. And I said, well, shit, this sucks. He wouldn't want a romantic relationship with me. Not at all. You see, what happened was my coworker had been out and about in Los Angeles with some friends, and he was there too. And she met him, and her friends and her spent a little, okay, excuse me, spent a little bit of time with this celebrity, and he was really nice. So she asked him if he would, on her phone, call, a family member, and he did it. And she was like, wow. And they talked. Then she said, being that she's a sociopath, that she can pretend to be him, got a fake account, knew my account and the other, and pretended to be, you know, uh, that person. And every so often, I would, converse and say, yeah, we're going to have Wednesday off. We don't have Wednesday off. I'm excited to say we have Wednesday off because I won't have to work with her because she'll believe me. So she believed me. She didn't come in Wednesday. She didn't come in the days I would say that we would have off that we didn't. I was having so much fun. I was like, yeah, what to do? I want to break from Snake Lady. Let's see. I think I can do for Monday. We can have a Monday off. And there was days I put off that we actually did have off, but that was a rarity because I wanted her to really believe me and to think that I was taking them off too, and I wasn't. Oh, I had so much fun. Oh, you're going to be one of Hollywood's nicest men. The most, he was the most eligible bachelor as far as I'm concerned. And the woman he's got, they both make a great couple. They're beautiful people. I love the fact that he now has somebody. But man, I used to think he's the most eligible bachelor in Hollywood. And he's gone. He's got a beautiful lady and he plays music, so I'm very happy for him. Anyway, I got pissed and I did that. I did that because of the fact that this person was not a good person. I had so much fun though. I really, really did. Put a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Yeah, all my haters come on at this time. So I figure I'd give it a try. Yeah. So, wow. Yeah. Trying to go back to sleep. Figure I'd say hi. Hi. It's Omega. I'm hoping everyone is well and happy. I was brushing my hair, waiting for people to come in and say hi. I couldn't sleep. I was hoping that I'd hear from my guy, so I don't know what's going on with him, with Branden. I hope everyone is well, though. I'm gonna go and get some more gummies. This was spent. Oh, hi, Carrie. Oh, well, hi, Isabella. Where are you from, Isabella? Hey, Carrie. So how long have you and your husband been married, Carrie? Oh, wow, I got a lot of people. Hi. Actually, I woke up and it's Sunday and I usually just smoke weed by myself and I try to go back to sleep. Wow, 2008. Denmark. Okay. Why would I say that? I know I'm looking decent. Oh, wow. I like to hear those. I I don't know if I should ask any new people who are married how they met their significant other because the last new person I was training and I asked them, they told me they were in a 10-year um they were how they didn't say how they met their person originally, like how they met. They told me that they were in a 10-year coma and the person that they had known had found them. That didn't make sense. And it didn't make sense a 10-year coma. But wow, I got 8 people. Woohoo! Woo! Woo! So anyway, I got 10 people. Woo! Well, yes, this is my room. And it is purple. I do love purple. So, hi. 60. Oh. Oh, really? You guys are older than me. Oh, yeah. Someone older than me. But we remember those 80s. No cell phones, and the phones that they did have were really big. Yeah, my mom used to think that giving me her, I used to sit there and go, I feel like a spy. Her phone came in a silver case, you know, nice shiny silver case. It was Motorola. She was a name brand girl. She loved her Motorola. In fact, that's what she owned when she died, was a Motorola. But anyway, it was the 80s, and my mom sent me to the mall with the cell phone. No, it wasn't a lovely thing. The case was about this big. Okay? It was this big for a fucking cell phone. I was like, what the heck is this going on? So you got to take it with you. It's like inviting someone to steal your cell phone in a big motherfucking case. So I took the case and everyone's looking at me. Wow, she's got a cell phone. Swear to God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I still go to the Galleria Mall. I love it. I do. And I go shopping and stuff. Oh, yeah. I remember being taken. My mom goes, "You're going to the mall alone." I got my brother. She looked at my brother. "You're going to the mall without anyone who's a big burly man," is what she was saying. So I bring the cell phone with the case. Yeah. San Bernardino. I grew up in San Bernardino, California, and in Holly, Michigan. So I had the best of both worlds. I got to go skiing. My dad was a skier. He did that as a sideline. He did races and stuff. I went and Googled my dad's name and was very surprised about his sideline that I never knew about when he was living. He never told me. I was amazed. Yeah, I came from a skiing family. I have a pair of skis in my, yeah. They're lawn skis. I don't know how much they are, but there's other skis that are more expensive. I think I'll try those too. I will. I'm gonna get myself a new pair of skis this year. Malls are the best, yes. Over here in Nevada, there's the Galleria Mall over in Vegas. There's actual several malls that are quite busy. Thank you for the people, not only the locals, but we get some people that are out of towners that come in and they're like, they're walking the Galleria going, "Doesn't this remind you of the 80s?" I go, "Oh, yeah." I even wear some funky shit when I go to the Galleria. If I know I'm going to the Galleria Mall, I'm going to wear my funky clothes, man. I'm going to geek it out, baby. It's like what my boyfriend said, geek it out. So I geek it out because I'm reliving my day. I'm like, 80s. That was so much. We had Ronald Reagan, and he was an actor. So goddamn, our country looked good. We had a good-looking president. Just like now, we got a good-looking president. We got Mr. Hair. You know, the hair, you know, that Simpsons talked about. Yeah. So I go to the Galleria Mall. I have a friend that's going to be leaving this area. She liked to go to the Galleria Mall because her mom worked close by. So. So I'm kind of sad to that she's leaving, you know. But like I said, I relive and I enjoy going into. We also have, if you're in Prump, you just take it straight. Just go straight and you'll hit into Las Vegas Boulevard. You're in Vegas and you've driven straight all the way from Prump. And what you will find is what we call the, oh shoot, not the plug-in, but the cheaper malls, the stuff where stuff's marked down. Well, baby, I tell you, I got some good deals there. Ooh, I was like, yeah, baby. 30 bucks, baby. Over at the outlet mall, just where I told you. You go to the Converse at the outlet mall, you'll get some good shit there. Yeah. I don't pay full price for anything unless I have to. Not even a plane ticket, nothing. So if you want to save some money, go to the outlet malls. It's great. I do love the Galleria Mall. And the outlet mall, though, does have a bigger Hot Topic. It's real big. And but the outlet mall, that's where I find my good deals. I bought 3 pairs of shoes, and it came up to a little bit more, but I had a $25 gift card, mind you, for my birthday. So I went there. I'm like, yeah, it was my birthday gift card, and I went there because they all know I like my Converse. Oh yeah, God, I bought a pair of work Converse because I bought some stupid shoes online. Oh yeah, I bought some stupid shoes online that literally hurt my feet so bad I was limping while I was walking away. I had to put on. I luckily put these shoes in my Jeep. I was like, thank God. So I put my shoes in my Jeep. And I was so happy. I was extremely happy. Oh, but my feet were tore up. It was a Friday. I thought, oh, I got them, you know. I should have worn them around the house to figure that one out. Don't wear new shoes unless you know if they're Converse, you know you can wear them out. So the outlet malls are great to go. And there are a buttload of malls, and yes, they are busy. It reminds me of, our thing, our economy is at least doing good, but you got to think about this. We're Las Vegas, all right? We're not like out of the middle of nowhere. We're Las Vegas, and we will get people from all parts of the world to shop in some of our malls, to be on the honest fact. I mean, we're Las Vegas. We're warm year round. Of course, we had a pretty cool winter. I'm gonna be very honest with that. It was pretty cool. I mean, it was cold, not cool, cold, just burr, because I worked in it and it was cold. I mean, it's just like wow. I mean, there's certain things that I have gotten that I paid full price that there was no, way I could go around it. But even my pooter, I paid, a good price for. I don't pay full price. God, if I did, I wouldn't be able to afford nothing. I went into the guest store when they opened, when the China virus was just, abating, and they let all the stores open. I got some spanking deals there too. My God. Mm, really good deals. They were amazing. I walked out. I spent I think $300 or $400, and I got a buttload of clothes. Like I had to like literally take 2 trips. Was it 2 or 1? No, 1, and I was like, I should have taken 2. It was like a lot of clothes. Then I was told my points expired. I was like, dang it, they expire? That sucks. So I was like, because I was planning on using my points, you know. They don't last over a year. Darn, you guess. God's going, so I went and said, I got no money. I love going to the Galleria Mall though. I would go with my friend Sarah and Sid, and it was neat. She goes, these are my favorite stores. So now I go there and I think while I'm looking, you know, I would, when I went by myself to the Galleria Mall, and I went and drove all the way out there to the Galleria Mall, and I did buy some stuff. I didn't buy a lot, you know. It was in April, and I was thinking that'd be neat if I would have brought the girls, but you know, Sid's busy doing other stuff, and Sarah's doing stuff with her aunt. So I was like pretending in my head, you know, wouldn't it be neat if they were on the other side of the store and stuff like that, you know? How you think your friends are on the other side of the world, and they're, you know, in your mind, they're right there with you know? In spirit is what they call it, in spirit, yeah. Oh, my cats are jumping around. Hey, Bobby, come here. Bobby. Bobby. Bombay won't go and jump up to high places. He's a great cat. My cat will jump everywhere. I love the malls. 80s were the best and malls were the best. That's when they did the most. That's when they were the most busy. Malls were the most busy in America timeline in the 80s. I wouldn't say so much as the 70s, but I'd say the 80s. That was the me generation. Kind of funny. That's what they called it, the me generation MTV. And yeah. I just seen a documentary on Pee Wee Herman, and it was kind of like sad, but he was a really funny guy, and he had more than one character. That was a character of him, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, all the stuff that he went through, you know, in just life in general, where you go, wow, this is just crazy shit, you know. Some of the stuff. So it is a must see. It's on Max, and it's a documentary on Pee Wee Herman. He's mad because of the fact that he was not running the show, and he threw kind of a fit. I think that HBO should have let him run the show, but he also didn't tell them. He was not truthful with HBO. He didn't tell him he was dying of cancer. Yeah. And that was the sad point. He did not tell him he was dying of cancer. And you know what? I can almost see his point of view. Not to tell someone you're dying of cancer because you want full, you know, you want what you call a full spectrum of the situation. You just want to be treated not special because you're dying. You want to see who loves you, and then you write your will accordingly. But yeah, it was really good. I seen a part of someone that no one really sees, you know, and you could see it too on HBO. It's Pee Wee Herman, the real Pee Wee Herman, yeah, the real person behind the thing. It's really, it's a tearjerker in a sense because you think about it. He's no longer living. He was dying while he was making it, those videos, and not telling HBO about it. And I was like, wow, that had to take some balls to do. I don't think I could. I would have said, look, HBO, I'm dying, and I really don't know when my last days are, so let's like kind of you could camp in my house and we'll finish this shit. But he didn't. That is really wow. He never told HBO he was dying, so it was beknownst to them. He was the only person who knew that he was dying. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So there's some really good bargains out here. And that's one of my favorite outlet malls. There's some other outlet malls that are deeper in Vegas. And I think they're nice. I mean, I really, you know, they're more in, I would say, my boyfriend's area. They have an outlet mall where you actually can have someone park your car, you know, VIP service, and that's all that I could see that was there. And only places you could park is you had to pay for. So I would think that'd be fine if I was in my boyfriend's side of the mall area. I wouldn't mind it. But you got to pay for parking. And it's like, ugh. And that's where I'm at on that. My cats are having a party. But yeah, there's outlet malls deeper, and that's more like the outlet mall I go to is on the outskirts. But if you're staying in Las Vegas, there are malls that are outlet malls that are right in the middle of Vegas. They're amazing. You do have to, I believe so, you have to pay to park, but I don't, that's the one I went to. I was like, crap. My outlet mall, I can drive there without guidance. I go straight, just straight, just keep going straight, just keep going straight, just keep going straight. Oh, there's Las Vegas Boulevard. Turn left at Las Vegas Boulevard, and that's it for me, you know. And then I park over. Then Omega always parks by a restaurant. I park by my favorite restaurant. So when I get out, I park near it. So when I get out, I just drive by there. But it's usually would I just pull into the nearest thing for the mall and get in the mall as soon as I can. So I go to but then if I feel I want a certain thing, I usually go to the Galleria Mall. If I want to go to the lunchbox or, you know, because they hold, I like, I like Harry Potter stuff. I wanted to get, and I ran out of money because, all right, I took the flashlight tour instead of buying my outfit, which would have been cheaper because it would have been $100. It's like the the whole outfit, the bottoms and top. But God, it would have been worth it. It was, you know, it said Harry Potter on it, and it was soft inside, like really soft, and I'm so bummed. Well, it said, I think it said Harry Potter's house. That's my house. But they had a Harry Potter one over at Lunchbox, and I didn't get it. And so I've been, hopefully, everyone is having a good day. I'm here in Pahrump, Nevada. It is 4:24 in the morning. I woke up at 3 and I have been up for a bit, and I am probably going to go and head back to bed and wake up at a proper time. Usually when I get up and do this, I try to stay up or be on for an hour. I'm not usually on at this time because I would be at work. I work midnights, so I would be already at work. I usually work from 12 to 8 in the morning. Yeah, I gotta talk with the big boss. I don't know what I did wrong this time. I didn't realize it until I looked. It was after I had been online Friday, and I'm like, oh, yay. Yeah. My ashtray's smoking. I'm like, crap. All right. I had my weed was so fresh. It really was. It was hard to grind. It was like real fresh. So when I went to work Thursday evening, I opened up my weed bag. Well, I opened it up and put it off to the side. No, my cats don't eat weed. Thankfully. When I came home, I go, damn, it smells good in here. Woo! It smells good. It was dry enough that I can close up the bag. But the weed is amazing. And it's not a really high potency weed at all. But boy, oh boy, is it amazing. It's a hybrid, and it's ho how old? How old? Girl. This is what I am smoking. Yeah. So let me put a picture of my boyfriend. Alright. Uh, that one I'm not too crazy about. I'm gonna look. Alright. Oh yeah. There we go. There's a picture of my boyfriend. Side by side. I told him, I go, I show my picture to everybody. My picture my boyfriend. I go, yeah, I go, Brandon, I show everybody a picture of you. Really, everybody. Hi, YouTube. This is my boyfriend. Let me show all his face. There we go. Yeah. Yep, that's my boyfriend. I told him I show everybody. Dang. He's handsome. Yep. Well, I guess this would be considered our time. Yes, I love hanging out with the real Brandon, not just a picture, but yeah, I do like hanging out. Anyways, oh, so you're home already, yeah. Oh, I had really good hours for my midnights, but it got to the point where, I mean, the days off, I had the weekends off. I worked over at Kroger on Michigan Avenue in Dearborn, Michigan. It just started getting really scary. The only people that they could work midnights after somebody, this is when I quit. I was like, man, this place is getting like scary ghetto, you know? I went and worked somewhere else, and while I was working somewhere else, I was watching the news, and guess what was on the news? Kroger. Somebody tried to take a woman who was getting off of midnights, which was 3 a.m., and yeah, they tried to take her in a van. I am from Pahrump, Nevada. I'm right now in Pahrump, Nevada. I am originally from California. Then I moved to Michigan because my dad loved Michigan. We were in, California, San Bernardino, right across from the high school football field that's haunted as all. You know what? We really need to do a ghost investigation there. And I'm thinking, goodness, wouldn't that be fun this summer to go and, take a couple friends, go down to San Bernardino, see what's going on. They got outlet malls there too, or on the way, check out stuff. Check out my old neighborhood where I grew up in. Another house that is haunted in right, down the way. My Aunt Karen and Uncle Ken bought this house on Cameo Street. Beautiful house. They just got married. Newlyweds, no children. My aunt had all these dolls when that she grew up with Barbie dolls, the first Barbie, you know, and I was like always playing with them and thought it was great. I had my own room on the other side of the house, and it was haunted as all can be. I seen things there. I was like looking around going, wow, this shit's going on. I mean, I went up to my grandmother and I'm telling my grandmother stuff that I can't walk near the house without bees bothering me, to the point where my uncle said, "Oh, it's all in your head." But there was bees because they had beautiful garden, and I was bothered by insects in the front yard. It was really weird. Um, the backyard, I never wanted to go. I never wanted to even step out. It was creepy. Beautiful house though. The house was it was just it was a house that you would expect to see the Hollywood elite have, you know. Even to this day, it was just, you know, had the step down. It had, in the room I used to stay, in order to get to the living room, you had to step down. I had horrific nightmares there. My grandma go, "Why don't you want to sleep there?" So I tell her, "This is what I dream." My grandma goes, "Oh, you're okay. You don't need to stay there." That's when she told me I didn't need to stay there. I finally told my grandmother, "This is my nightmare." And it would replay again and again and again and again and again. And I was like, God dang. So I'm originally from, I guess you could say, where I was born, which is Moscow, Idaho. I lived in Southern California. I grew up there. My grandparents helped take care of me. My mom was gallivanting. And then my parents got divorced. I went with my dad to Michigan, and my brother went with my Aunt Kenny and Gingy, and that was it for a while. And then when my dad had enough money, we moved in over at 208 East Maple, over in Holly, Michigan. So I moved places. But I loved coming to California. I had my other life. I went one day, I was 12, and I think I was 12, 11 or 12, playing video game, and they were filming. And usually when they film, because they've done more than one movie over at the old Western place over in San Bernardino, they would usually just mark it off and you just walk back home. This time that wasn't marked off. They had all the booms and stuff out. I walked over and I'm playing a video game. Bloom, 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 bloom. I look over and there's this tall guy, Keanu Reeves, with his girlfriend. I left them alone. I'm playing my video game. I'm going to get my name on there again. That's what was my goal. I should have went and asked to be an extra, but I was too young. I didn't have, I wasn't sponsored by anyone, so I was just happy playing my video game. I went home. I realized that I got to see a part of history being made, which is, so I guess you could say I lived my summers in California, Southern California. I lived my winters in Michigan, Holly, and Detroit, My dad worked for Chrysler Corporation. He first started out as a computer analysis and he worked up to be a lawyer. So I got I got to learn lots of lawyer terms and stuff, and I wanted to be like my dad. That's what I really wanted to strive for, to be a lawyer. So I grew up with the idea that you can, every woman can do everything, because that's what my dad told me. Oh no, you can do that too. You're a woman. You have actually more power than me in a lot of cases. Oh yeah, my dad would tell me where us women would have more power over the men. Portland is very beautiful. Isn't that where they had Grimm was out? It was in Portland. That's how they based the thing off of, but they actually filmed it in Ontario or in Canada. But they had to have filmed some stuff in Portland. Very green. Trust me, when I walk out here, that wasn't me. That was the burping spiders. I will spray for burping spiders, but you know, them suckers, they can hide really good. It's the farting ones that are really hard to catch, man. They got the big tushies that can get in the little crevices. And they just plump out when they get out of the crevices, their little bums go boom. And you're going, damn. Then when you try to squish the farting spiders, you know what happens? Oh my God. Ah, jeez. Who knows how long it could go, you know? Oh. And then I have 2 cats now. That's extra burp and farting part. Trust me, they fart. Don't let their cuteness think that they're not a farting species, okay? You too. I know you fart. Don't tell me you don't fart there, Bombay. Yeah. I'm starting to realize why they named him Bombay. My friend got a dog named Rox, and she goes, why would they name him Rox? That night, she found out why. She says more like boulders. She said she had a dog that was this big and a mat thing that she used to have when she would go to work and she'd come back home in the morning. And she said, God dang, it was a mound. It wasn't like, she goes, oh my God. Now I realized. She goes, okay, all right. So she said it was real weird. Once the dog turned a certain age, she didn't. I was only joking, Bombay. Oh, God. So I figured I'd come on because I'm, up and, wow, almost been, it's been a while. I got 3 people. Oh, put the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so. Yeah, this is pretty good though. I mean, it's only, the THC is not even 14%, and it really, woo-wee. It's got a lot of healing. Hey, old girl. Hybrid. Packaged by Deep Roots Harvesting. Yeah, I got it. So yeah, I was hoping to spend some time with my man. So I figured, I got his picture behind me. Oh boy, I'm gonna hear it from him. You know, everyone's seen the picture. Yeah, that's. Oh, I need to get a picture of us too. That'd be nice. Some good stuff, man. Woo-wee. Well, I did tell him I show his picture to everybody. I got off all the dating apps that I know I was on. If I'm floating around on any dating app, it's been inactive for God knows how long. you know, when I first was separated, my ex made a comment that he went on a dating app and he has 100 people that liked him. I went, bitch, okay, all right, two can play. And guess what? I'm better at it. I got 1,000 people like me. Woo-wee. Oh boy. And not all men, believe it or not, I had to put myself as being a serious heterosexual. Not just heterosexual that's put on my thing, but a serious one. Oh yeah. That was the first app that I was on. Boy, did I get some real weirdos. I got this guy that had me drive all the way down to Vegas, and this bar, I still to this day can't find it. I don't know what was that. It was all sketchy. So then I drove back home and realized that my ex had followed me out to my date when I was going to my date. And I'm like, well, it was a good thing I didn't meet up with that person. I was supposed to go out and have something to eat, and it was in the bar. And I really don't like meeting people in the bar for one reason. I rather see them or out them drinking. Uh, that's why I like Branden. He doesn't drink. Not with me, he doesn't. Well, we got 4 people. That's the most people I've ever had because usually I go on in my timeline 6 o'clock. I was going on at 8, but I'm kind of like configuring. The reason why I go on at 6 is because I have a mediator that is in Florida and they are 3 hours ahead. That gives it a 9 o'clock shot. And if I'm doing an hour and he's there for an hour, he usually leaves, and that means 10 o'clock. So usually he smokes weed while we're all smoking weed on here, and then he'll go to bed. So it works for him. That's the reason why I now do 6. in my time zone. So whatever time zone you are at, it is now 4:48 in the morning here in Pahrump, Nevada, where I am live from. And this is my boyfriend, Branden. He's not from Pahrump. He's in Vegas. Yes, he's my honey. Yeah, Portland's nice. Yeah, I liked Grimm because my family, that was in their timeline when they were in. I heard stories upon stories about the Black Forest and all the creepy shit. Man. So apparently, certain people out there in this world don't go to Europe no more. And I'm thinking, who did that person piss off in Europe? Like, which vampire did you fuck over? Man, because there's certain. Well, I was always warned by my great grandmother, who was from Germany, pretty much don't mess with the vampires. I'm like, you gotta be joking me. There's actually vampires out there. Uh-huh. That's when I said to my other grandmother, I think she's losing it. She believes in vampires. Yeah, I actually told my grandma that. And she sat there and goes, you know, when people get old, yeah. Be careful when you go to Europe, the vampires. And I'm like, there's none here, you know? I mean, that's what my mom used to call them, but they were, other people that represent people, you know. She called them vampires and lawyers. My dad became a lawyer. Kind of funny. It's hilarious. My mom hated lawyers, and when my dad became a lawyer, she was the first one to know because I go, why are you telling mom, that you became a lawyer? I mean, isn't that a celibate, being a... No, your mother hates lawyers. Oh! Kind of funny. You became what she hated. And she still would try to, schmooze up with my dad. My dad was like not having it. He's like, no. Never got back. Yeah. Yeah. So when you're out there, remember there are lawyers and then there are lawyers. They're really two different kinds. There's the ones that don't make the money that help the people, and then there are ones that make the money. My dad did a little bit of both because when he worked for Chrysler, he made the bucks. Oh yeah, and I found out how much he made. I was like, God damn, I want to become a corporate lawyer. That is fun. No, you don't. In a way, you do because my dad said out of law, you have these choices. You have family law, which is divorces, children, and tear jerking, heart jerking. He said, I can't deal with that because it would kill me. I would die of a heart attack. So I go, okay, Dad, what was the other one? Business law. It's all business. Yeah, it's a little, sometimes it gets a little, where you have families that want a car name to be kept in their family, but Chrysler wants to take their car name, or whatever. I'm just trying to think of a scenario, but it's business. And when you have business, it's a lot different. So I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. I want to be like my dad, I want to be a lawyer. So I was studying to be paralegal because that's what the state of California said that I needed to study. And I go, okay, okay. That's what they told me. Pretty well. I studied paralegal and law for a while, and I had the help of my dad, who was living at the time, because he would say, "Oh, you're on LexisNexis. This is," I'd be on the phone, and they had this strict rule about phones and things. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to do it while I'm on LexisNexis on their computer with the dulaki. So I would be in the one way in the corner, and I'd be, okay, Dad. All right, well, I can't talk real loud because I'm not supposed to be on the phone. Yeah. And I would tell them what was on LexisNexis. I go, yeah, this is on LexisNexis. All right, Dad. Click, 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 click. I'm fast at typing, trust me. Click, 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 and I get my stuff. They got everything on LexisNexis. You can read stuff on celebrities. Oh, in their best time, as they say. Oh yeah. It is fun. I would sit there and read LexisNexis for hours because sometimes I had to wait for my son, who he was going to college at the time. Yeah, we were both going to college at the same time, and I was studying law. Woo! I felt like a pretty in pink, but better. Yeah. Oh, that's my boyfriend. Yep. I could just hear him. So, what did you do over your weekend? I went on live and hung out with the cats and watched some movies. Really? Hmm. How many people did you show my picture to? Everybody that went on YouTube and subscribes. See? Oh, just water. I'm just smoking weed. Hi, Deepak. How you doing? I can't type back. For some reason, it won't let me. I don't know why. But if you really um, uh, love my channel, subscribe. Put a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. It really does. It helps with the algorithm. Yeah, behind me is my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend, Branden. What? Well, come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on up. Usually he comes when he calls, but apparently... Come on up. Come on, Bobby. Bobby. Bobby's being a turd. I got two black cats. I have Bobby, which is right at my feet, and I have my son's cat that his friend gave him. He couldn't have him no more, and he usually sleeps right next to me. Bombay. Bombay is an amazing cat. He's quiet. He doesn't get on anything. Usually when I come home, he's laying in the bed going, yeah. But if I've been walking back and forth a bit, both the cats will be waiting for me like, hi, Mom. Hey, how was your hunt? Did you bring us back something? And so I have two black cats. I'm doubly blessed. God's sitting up there going, oh, you wanted two black cats. There you go. Because when my son would go, well, my dad doesn't want to watch Bombay, could you watch Bombay? And 24 hours later, my son goes, well, he took him back for about, I don't know how long it was, and he had brought him back and said, I no longer want him. And I said, well, I'll take him. So I now have 2 black cats. I'm like very blessed. So now my cat has a buddy. Do you want to come? Come on up. There we go. This is Mr. Bombay. Hi, Bombay. Oh, he's lovely. Well, someone found my lap while you were out. Hey, hey, hey. Bobby's sitting right by the bed, near us. And this is Bombay. He's a lovey. He got a long tail. Don't look at me, Bobby. I'm not looking at tail size. He always takes his tail and he wraps it underneath my armpit. Good thing I'm not sweating. Yeah, I miss my man. He hasn't texted me in a long time. Oh, goodness. Come here, Bobby, you big boob. This is Bobby. See the difference in cats? Bobby is a boob. Yeah, you are. He's going shaking his head. I'm like, yeah, you are. You're a big boob. A big overgrown boob. So I'm really happy. I meant to do that. I am going to, it's been over an hour. I have one person left and one thumbs up, but I hope everyone has a wonderful, beautiful day. Keep a prayer in your pocket and love in your heart. Omega. Bye. I will see you later on this evening. Guaranteed 6 o'clock, my time. So wherever you are at, I'll put a little note.